Alright guys, we're back again for this next video, kind of on the heels of my previous video about the new patrol areas we're going to have. I want to talk about the story, campaign, kind of the quests, the new strikes, raids, things like, or the raids, sorry, not raids. Let's find a good scenic spot to start all this off. I believe I found the right one. I think I know where this is. This is kind of how the Bungie stream started yesterday, how they kind of, kicked everything off. So, if you remember what this spot is right here, this is where it all began. You were dead in either this car or this car. One of these cars. You used a dead body. I think you might have been laying down behind this one or something when he found you. I'm not sure. But this is where it all started. And what they're getting at, I think because it's the last expansion before the second game comes out, this is where it's going to end. So this big wall that we're so acquainted with, the first thing that we ever come in contact with as far as a structure in Destiny, is going to be opened up. This hole, or this wall, is going to have a big, huge hole in it. And as you see in the trailer, Lord Saladin he's walking off through there with his big sword, and then all of a sudden these fallen looking things come out. And they're fallen, and they're the fallen devils, and they found their way into this place with like a substance called Siva. And Siva is something that Lord Saladin and the other Iron Lords had locked away, and they hoped they had locked them away for eternity, but unfortunately they didn't. So the Fallen have found the Siva, and they have used it to mutate theirself and to augment theirself mechanically, which is why in the trailer you see the little bitty Fallen dregs walking on the peg legs, and you see the big boss with the mechanical arms and legs and things like that. And they're going to have some new powers, some new abilities. And basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go and find the Temple of the Iron Lords, which we're hoping is in that mountain right over there, which is also going to be where the new social space is. We're going to have to take it back from the Fallen so that we can get in there and kind of understand, I guess, some of the lore behind how they stopped them last time. And then we're going to have to track the Fallen all over this area that they're going to inhabit. And I'm sure the way we kill Siva is going to have to be through the raid. If you looked at the thumbnail on the way in, that big huge tank is one of the raid bosses. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If it's not a raid boss, it's a strike boss, and that's even cooler, because that just hopefully means that the raid's going to be even better if that's a strike boss. So let's talk about the story. We talked a little bit about the story. We're going to join the ranks with Lord Salad, and he's been training us in the Crucible all these years for this moment. The new strikes, there's going to be one new strike. I'm assuming it's going to be for everybody, PlayStation and Xbox, because they didn't talk about an exclusive strike or anything, which I'm sure there probably will be one. There's going to be some updated strikes that are coming forward. I'm sure they're going to have some Siva mutated Fallen. And then finally the new raid. Now, the new raid, they haven't talked anything about, and I know they're not going to, even probably till the game comes out so we can play it. But I hope this boss on this thumbnail is kind of a picture of what we're going to be looking at. They're on the wall right there. I'm hoping that we're going to be fighting on the wall, fighting all kinds of places open outside. I made a video previously about how I hoped it would be outside, and it looks like it is. And so I'm very excited about that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't like to be cooped up in a hole. Now, there was a part of the trailer that had this huge war mine looking thing underground with these tentacle looking arm bridges going to it. I'm hoping that's going to be a strike instead of a part of the raid. If it is, it's fine. As long as we get to go outside some, that'll be cool. And I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. But there's going to be a lot of new quests, a lot of story, new armor, weapons, things like that. There's going to be strike armor, I'm sure, and weapons. There's going to be, of course, new raid gear. They showed in the trailer some of the new Trials of Osiris gear. And I'm sure they're going to go into that more in detail. They said there's going to be a new mode for Crucible, but they haven't disclosed what that is yet. So I'm excited to see kind of what they bring to the table with this expansion. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I don't really have much more about the campaign to really talk about, just because they haven't given us anything. So hopefully closer towards time for the game to come out, they'll come out with some new details and information, and I can kind of tell you some more stuff. But so far, that's what we have. And I will see you guys in the next video.